Welcome to wikiloops.com. Wikiloops is an international meeting place for musicians who play all kinds of instruments and who enjoy playing to tracks other musicians recorded. Those who record at home contribute tracks to a public wiki that is open to anybody. You are invited to join the fun at any time. Since practicing an instrument is about repetition, the tracks playing on Wikiloops are set to repeat. That's why we call it loops. Wikiloops is free to use and funded through donations, so the COM stands for community with us. Let's take a closer look how this wiki is organizing the thousands of tracks and why we call it an online jam session. As a first helper to let you find tracks you like, the tracks are categorized by musical styles. Then, the tracks are grouped by the instruments they include, so a drummer can find tracks without drums, a bassist the tracks needing a bass, and a singer a track with a full band. What we call online jam sessions is a special way to collaborate on music, and it works like this. Every jam session on Wikiloops starts with what we call a session template. That's a recording containing only one instrument. On the Wikiloops website, you can listen to this track and start playing along. If you have a home recording set up, you can record what you played along and afterwards create a remix that must contain both the template file and your own edition. Then you post your remix to Wikiloops where it becomes available to others, so they can play along and again create remixes of your track, adding one more instrument. Since all remix steps stay available on Wikiloops, others may choose to create alternative mixes, taking the template jam to another musical direction. Comparing these different versions of one jam is one of the fun things to do on Wikiloops. Let's have a look on how to do it on the interface. Starting at the Wikiloops search page, we are offered a variety of popular categories to choose from. To find a track that matches your taste, instrument and skill level, set the criteria picker. For this demonstration, let's go for funk tracks with drums and bass. Picking a track from the results takes us to the jam page, where the track is played back. Note that we are offered alternative tracks that have the same instrument lineup in the right column. Below the player, the two musicians who collaborated on this track are shown in the Musicians tab. The musician who supplied the one instrument session template is always shown on top, and the ones who joined with the remix appear below. If this track has been used to create another remix, the instrument that was added will be displayed under Available Remixes at the bottom of the list, and a click on the instrument icon takes you to the page where you can listen to that version. Of course, this works the other way around too. If you would like to listen to one of the previous mixes, a click on the remix position displayed on the left lets you listen to the version without the instruments that were added later. So, in our example, we can find the drums only track by clicking on Session Template. There are more remixes to be discovered. To get a full view of all remixes available of this drum track, we can switch to the Remix tab and see them all in a tree diagram. If at some point in your musical safari on Wikiloops you spot a musician whose style you really like, you may want to check out more of his or her music. To do so, click on the musician's picture, and more tracks and a link to the user's profile are shown on the right side. We hope you enjoyed our little introduction tour on the wiki. If you'd like to find out more about how to download tracks, create a playlist on Wikiloops, or how to create a remix, have a look at the help section on wikiloops.com.